Hi, I'm Marc-Anthony Massiah.
I'm Mathew Joki.
And this is another episode of
Tryin Shit.
We have milk, cheese, mayo, raspberry jam, bread, 0% fat yogurt,
The year-old apple.
the apple, some barbecue sauce, a bottle of wine, a glass of orange juice, and some camera film, and some ham, and some pork. Rice.
Raspberry braised pork rice wrap.
Rice wraps.
And now, as you can see, with the premise of Tryin Shit, it falls under the category of this could either be potentially really good or
Terribly shit.
terribly shit. We turned off the camera for like 30 seconds, and now Mark and I are having a little bit of a discourse,
a little debate
on how we're supposed to cook it. I say that we put the jam with the pork, and we season the pork with the jam so that the flavor cooks into the pork.
I disagree. If you're going to season a pork or any kind of meat with anything, it's got to be seasoned beforehand. I'm saying that you cook the meat partially, then put the jam on, because the jam is mostly sugar and will burn before the meat is cooked. That's just me. We can do half your way and half my way.
All right.
Let's do it that way.
Just turned into a showdown.
There we go.
All right.
It's like Iron Chef of Tryin Shit.
Season. I gotta season these things. So I'm just gonna grab some raspberry jam, and like put it in this bowl, and just kind of swirl it around and get it all over those pork chops there. Okay, yeah, there you go. So check that out. Get it in there, nice and whatever, and then flip it over. Alright, well now while this is marinating, I'm gonna let Mark, do his thing, because I gotta let this sort of sit and, get the flavors soaked right in there.
Counterproductive, it's long and boring. Isn't there like some movie magic thing you can do to make this go faster?
Yeah, but I film it all anyways, and then come. So I'm gonna start with the rice. Now it's a little secret. I don't know if it's a secret or not, but my mom told me, so I always do it this way. You want to have, when you're making rice, a 2-to-1 for water to rice ratio. So I got about that much. That's gonna make a lot of rice. Alright, so now we gonna fill this up with water. Twice the amount in here. Turn it up. Grab a little bit of butter and toss it in there. I don't know if I made this rule up or something, but lubricant, you need lubricant. You're gonna wanna add more butter. So just keep tossing butter in whatever you can. Boiling pretty good. So we're gonna turn it down to actually, let's make it like a 4. And then we're gonna cover it up. And just let it sit. Don't look at it for 3 minutes. I don't know what braised means, but I got this pork with the raspberry jam in it. I'm just gonna set it in there. And I don't know if I need lubrication or not, but I'm hoping that the raspberry jam will do the job.
So now, hey, what I'm going to do with mine is Brendon olive oil. So I'm going to put a little bit on my meat, and then I'm going to put it in there. So I'm going to let that heat up a little bit, cook a little bit through, and then I'm going to add my jam. I'll put that much jam. And I will make sure that all my pork gets covered.
Pork you want to cook pretty thoroughly so it doesn't, kill you. Yeah, the rice is looking good. I think this is just about done, and we're going to cut this into strips, make our rice wraps. Separate the bone first. You don't want to cut it all off. It takes a lot of time, so just like this all cut up. I'm just going to put that in this bowl. Separate the 2 bowls. These are the 2 different plates. Here we have marinated with the jam, and here we have cooked with jam halfway through.
We're
You can't eat anything.
I don't actually eat meat, so all yours.
I'm gonna take my fair share now.
We can't fairly judge the others because we may be biased. We have Brendon Halcrow here to have a taste of each and decide. We also brought Nicole Watson to try, but she doesn't eat meat. So
I'm assisting Brendon tonight.
How are you assisting me?
she's watching.
Okay.
Well, Mark and I are both gonna try it as well. We're gonna judge whether we should try this shit or not, and then we'll get Brendon to do the breaker of which is the better shit to try.
Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
Yeah. Dig in. We're gonna take a piece of except Nicole.
She doesn't eat meat.
She could
Let
have
us
a
eat
rice
rice.
wrap.
You can have a rice wrap.
All right.
Wait,
Right.
I can get you some cool barbecue sauce. Is barbecue sauce allowed for vegetarians? Or is that not cool?
No, that's all right.
All right, cool.
Are you eating your own or are you eating
I'm
Mark's?
gonna try both. Grab over rice, put it in there, dig in.
Yeah, I
I
had
think I'm gonna like mine more.
to making a bit of a mess. The 2-strip deal as well.
How was it, Matt?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna double up. Here goes.
Culinary, who? Don't you wish you were in on this?
Looks great. I almost need a little sauce to squirt on there.
I wanted the barbecue sauce. See, I think
Well, you want to go grab barbecue
That's
sauce?
right.
Barbecue
that's
sauce.
But that was from. I don't
You
know
gotta try it with or without, though.
That changes the equation. Means I gotta do it again. Ooh, you got one in the cup. I was told to put mine away.
Try this shit.
It was good.
I would say try this shit too.
This is pretty good. So now let's taste Mark's and see how that works out.
Culinary delight.
Do you need a napkin?
You don't have napkins.
All right.
The match. Do you want my official opinion now? Okay, well, the meat on the right, good. Very hearty. More like a standard, kind of dinner time, mom and dad kind of pork. Stuff on the left, so Marc-Anthony's little take on this, kind of at the first impression gives you more of a, well, it reminds me of like our Chinese food here. Kind of like a little bit of a sweet and sour pork thing. Now, flavors are kind of different. I would say the one on the right, you taste more of the meat, and the sweet isn't as obvious. And the one on the left, it's very like the sweet hits you right off the top, and then you kind of get to the meat. For me personally, I did enjoy the one on the left a little more, because I like things that are sweet to start off and then become savory afterwards, whereas the one on the right, savory more at the start and then little hints of sweet. Both good though. Just it depends on whether or not you're having rice, or this one would go better with noodles.
But we don't have noodles, so we have to go with rice. Hence trying shit.
All right. So the verdict then is
Try either shit.
try both of this.
Try both of them.
This shit. Brendon's verdict is that I guess Mark won it. Which is bullshit.
Well, it's not. I don't know if I would call it one. I would say it depends on
What you're into
on what you're
for the
into.
night.
This one
would be good for sort of like a dessert.
I don't know about dessert. But
I'd say it would be a good dessert.
pork is a dessert.
Why the hell
That's
not?
that's another episode entirely.
I wouldn't have that with ice cream.
That's right.
Not
So
with ice
if
cream,
you have
but
the
it's
sweet
like it's a last course, a final course. I'd say.
really
Yeah.
sweet and sour pork is not a last course.
No.
I have that with my
Course.
noodles.
Yeah. Thanks again for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you,
having me.
Brett,
Next time will be-
Brendon and Nicole for joining
We'll
us.
do next time. If we have fish, it depends on if we have it. Then we'll do like a vegetarian
Or
meal.
pescatarian.
I'm just gonna continue eating.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat.
I'm gonna try one of both.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try with the barbecue sauce now.
Try this one off size. I'm gonna double the pleasure. I'm gonna do a little bit of both.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
You did. Beautiful.
Oh,
Not bad.
You tried it with the barbecue sauce?
Fucking badass, dude.
I make the vegetarian version.
Mm. Yeah.
that's how good it is. Our voices have been reduced to grunts.
Mm.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.